like a quick second. We're just like, yeah, we're doing it. First instinct, run, get out of here. I see my friend S. He jumps over to the side. He goes into a ditch, basically. So it's not much of a hiding spot, to be honest. Just a bit of a ditch. And he decides to just stay put, chill, and not do anything. So I'm like looking around. I'm like, okay, where to go? Lakeside, left side, right side, lagoon, houses all over the place, and maple trees. And as you're like, what you guys can kind of visualize is like, there's maple trees coming over us with street lights coming down. So basically, if you're running in the middle of the road, which my friend B decides to do, you're getting caught right away. Like, there's no way out of this situation, right? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go lakeside, easiest side to get out. And I decide to jump in this hedge and kind of like push my way into the middle and try to just basically not be seen, right? So I'm trying to give you guys kind of the outlook here. So like the hedge is here. Basically the street lights are coming down. So you can see basically everything in the lawn, but this shadow. So it looks like I'm gone. Like, it was a great move, great hiding spot. Perfectly well done by me. So I get there and I'm looking out, and I see my friend S in the ditch on the other side, and I see my friend B, and he's running down the main street towards his house, which his house is way too far at this point, in flip-flops, like clunking down. like his flops are making like the noisiest sound for everyone in the neighborhood to hear. So I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, why would he do this? So I thought of it, and he's trying to get back to his house, but it's too far. I guess he didn't really calculate the distance from like here to like where these people are coming from, right? So all of a sudden, we hear the police car pull up, and they're going so quick. They pull up, they got the lights on, everything. And basically, these guys just like stomp on the brakes, skid. There was like 4 tire marks that went from like quite the distance. And I was just like in the bush, like, oh shit, it's about to go down. So right away, S just comes out of the ditch, and he just hands up right away, commits. And this girl cop like basically just like cuffs him up right away, throws him in the back of the cruiser, and basically they're just like kind of chatting back and forth. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, we're getting caught, I guess. This is it. This is what's going on, right? So I'm like, okay. 2 other African-American cops, big, stocky, decide to go after my friend B. And basically this guy was just like a running target, man. Like, you could see this guy in flops in the middle of the road, just running down, and not the quickest pace possible, but enough for these guys to catch up for sure. So I'm kind of watching it all go down from this hedge, and you see him sprinting down, clunking, making noise. And these guys are like catching up to him. I'm like, oh my God, like this B had like this, like quite the distance. So you can maybe make a break for it. So I'm not really sure what's going to go down, but we're going to see what happens. So he decides to make a left turn, go to the lagoon side. And I guess he's running through like houses and like this kind of stuff. And I'm just like sitting there like in the hedge, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, now we're getting chased by the police, cuffed, and all this is going down, right? So about like 30 seconds to a minute later, all I hear is, get on the ground, get on the ground. And my friend starts yelling. I couldn't hear the words because he was quite the distance, but the water, I guess, carried it all the way down, and like how quiet it was. So I'm like, shit, we all got caught except for me. These guys are going to be looking for me 100%, right? So I'm still in the hedge. I'm waiting, trying to figure out like what's going to go down, the next play to do. And I sit there for like maybe 30 minutes. And eventually, the girl cop comes back into the cop car and decides to uncuff my friend's ass. I guess he was basically chatting her up, giving her a good talk, good story. And they decide to uncuff him, right? So I'm in the hedge. I'm like not giving up. I'm like, okay, this can't happen. I can't get caught. I'm gonna try to make a break for it, or get out of this situation. So I'm in the hedge. I see this cop car pull down, and maybe a few minutes later, maybe 3 or 4 other cop cars come flying by, lights, everything. Complete shit show. And I'm still in the hedge, and I'm like, okay, I'm lakeside. The distance from my buddy B's place is quite the distance. And if I go and run on the main street, I'm gonna get caught because there's so much light coming down, and I just can't get out of this situation, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go lakeside. Right? Lakeside's the only way, and it's the move I had to make. So I remember I come out of this hedge, and I'm just covered in mud, like mud head to toe. And all my clothes are just ruined completely because it was kind of just like moist in there, and just like I had to do what I had to do, right? So I got out. I start to like head back to my friend's place, and I just have all this adrenaline because like all this shit's going down. It's late at night. I don't want to get heard by like the people like of these houses. If they come out maybe with like some kind of like BB gun or something. Like I was just like there's so many outcomes that could have happened, right? So I start going. I hop the first fence, and I get back to like basically the backyards of these houses, and it's like rocks like all the way down, right? And I'm like running. I'm like sprinting down, and it was a sketchy run because like you couldn't really see. The only thing that kind of gave me light coming down was the moon. So it was like I fell. I'm going into the water, breaking an ankle, some kind of crazy things going on. But I had so much adrenaline. I just kept going, kept pushing, kept thinking like, okay, let's get back to this place, and maybe I'll be fine and safe. So I got to this point, and there was this gate I had to hop over, and it was like a pretty difficult gate I had to get over. So I hop it. I eventually hop it, and I get out to the other side, and all of a sudden, there's this light that triggers, and it's like a censored light on this person's backyard, and it comes out, and it's basically just like a spotlight just on me, covered in mud completely, head to toe. And there's a family up on their like basically like mansion house deck, just looking down at me. I'm just standing there like it's just crazy. Like I don't really know like what to do, but just to keep running, right? So that's what I did. I was just like, fuck it, not even care, keep going, keep pushing, get back to this guy's place, right? I wasn't sure how far I was from my buddy's place, but I was close from here. So a couple more houses, ran down, and I finally made it back to his boathouse. So I got there, and it was basically I got back to his place. I made it through. I made it through to the end, and was just a walk of shame. Like I just remember I felt like so defeated, and I guess maybe some success at the same time because I didn't get caught right away. But I just looked up at the trees at his place, and I just saw the flashing blue lights of police, and I knew it was over at this time. So I'm like walking up, I'm like head down. I get to the back door, and I just sit on the steps, and I basically just take like a good 30 minutes to just, I just wanted to sit there and just kind of like think of just everything that just went down, right? So I'm waiting there, and then all of a sudden, B's mom comes out of nowhere, and she's like, Kyle, you need to go talk to the police. So I knew at this point it's completely over. So I'm like, all right, I'll go talk. So that's what happened. I went to the front, and there was basically just a swarm of police cars, maybe like 5 in this guy's front lawn. I'm like, shit, it's not good. It's not good, right? So I get out there, they start asking for names and everything and like what we did. And we start going over. We're like, yeah, we were just playing Nicky Nicky Nine Door, the game where you just knock on the person's door and basically just run away, right? We were just kind of hitting houses around the neighborhood. That's what kids do, right? 13 years old at the time. And this is what's going down, right? So they got all the information, whatever, all this. And they actually didn't realize our age at the time. So 13, we're not even in high school yet. And this is going down. We have like track the next week, school track. Just crazy sequence, crazy time. And yeah, so we're there talking. And all of a sudden, my buddy's dad comes out and he's got no shirt on, underwear, straight out of bed. And just ripping into us. Like he's like stomping his feet, just pissed out of his mind, and just like angry. We just woke him up out of dead sleep, right? But it was good because if our buddy's dad is giving us shit, then the cops might be easier on us, right? So yeah, that happened, and then the cops basically just kind of backed off. There was no fines. There was no nothing. We just played Nicky Nicky Nine Door. And all that happened from basically just instincts of just running, right? So kind of a crazy sequence. But I'm telling you guys this story just because you guys have to just go out into the world, fuck around, and find out, right? I wouldn't recommend just staying at home, working on your computer, just doing your thing day to day. Like, you guys need to be active in action, going out and doing things. I'm not saying go play Nicky Nicky Nine Door, but I'm saying go do things. Like, don't be afraid to like go out and like, you know, because if you stay home, you're not going to experience and you're not going to know the rights and wrongs. Obviously, in this sense, we were in the wrong for sure. But obviously, this story is from maybe over 10 years ago. And it's in the past, but I'm telling you guys, I've definitely learned some valuable lessons. So go out into the world, right? Try out new things, explore whatever, and you'll learn from doing it that way, from the failures as we did, right? So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll be back with another story over the next few weeks. I'm thinking about maybe kind of switching things up. Maybe starting to incorporate some of my gym sessions. I know some of you guys want the gym routines going down, so I may incorporate that. But if you guys want to support me, definitely click here, the link onto my channel, subscribe, and use code COOS for Define and basic subs. That's what I got for you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.